Hello my dear students, welcome to Computer Network video classes. My name is Chandra Mohan B. I'm working as an assistant professor in Computer Science Department in JFGC Magadi. Subject is Computer Networks. This is for BSc Computer Science students who are studying in 6th semester. In today's session, I'm going to talk about concept of packets and time division multiplexing, and packets and hardware frames. Let me start with the definition of the packet. Okay. The smallest block of message. Okay. The small block of a message is called a packet. Okay. When the user wants to transmit a message or data, from sender to receiver, that message will not be transmitted as a single unit. Instead, that message will be divided into some n number of blocks. The message will be divided into n number of blocks. Each block is called packets. Okay. Packets not only carry a data information, it will also carry some control information, so that control information can be used for error detection and error control. Okay. So at the receiver side, each packet will be checked for the error. Okay. If there is a need for the retransmission, need in the sense if there is a missing of bits in the packet, or if few bits are corrupted due to network problem, okay, the receiver will reject the packet and it will ask for the retransmission. Okay. The receiver should not it will not request for all the packet retransmission. Instead, it will ask for the required packet retransmission only. Okay, not the complete message itself. Okay. I'll tell how it will work. Okay, we have a message. Assume that 10 bytes of message. Okay, that 10 bytes of message, if I transmit as a single unit, okay, while transmission, assume that any one of the bit is corrupted. Okay, any one of the bit is corrupted. We know that 10 bytes of message means it's 80 bits. Okay, when we are transmitting 80 bits as a single message, okay, assume one of the bit is corrupted. Okay, the receiver will reject complete 80 bit of data, 10 bytes of data, and it will ask for complete message retransmission. Okay, instead of this, at the sender side itself, if the 10 bytes of data is divided into 10 blocks, okay, each block is called packets, so totally 10 packets. Okay, so each packet size is 1 byte, that is 8 bit. Okay, while transmitting those packets, if receiver identify bit error in any packets, one of the bit is missed in any packet, the receiver will request for that retransmission only for that particular packet itself. Instead of asking for the retransmission for the complete message, that is all 10 packets, it will ask for the retransmission for the complete specific packet itself, which has a bit error. Okay, this is the advantage of dividing the messages into small packets. Okay, so I'll repeat. Packet means is the block of data or a small block of data. Okay, in a network, the user message will be divided into n number of blocks. Each block is called packet. Packet, along with the data, it will also carry some additional information for error detection and correction. So recipient check each and every packet. Okay, if there is an error, it will request for the retransmission of only the required packet. It won't ask for the retransmission of complete message itself. Okay, this is the concept of packet. Okay, we know that in the computer network, the communication channel is one of the constraints. Okay, we can't provide a point-to-point link for each and every communication or between the computers. Okay, so we have to share the channel among n number of computer has to share the communication channel. Okay, so if the communication channel is shared, all cannot transmit at the same time. Okay, the communication has to be accessed via one after other. Okay, so packet switching, I mean transmitting the packet. Okay, it's called packet switching. It facilitates the fair sharing of link. In this sense, even though a communication channel is shared, okay, that channel should not be allocated to only one communication for longer time. Okay, the communication must be keep on allotted to different communication. I mean the different uh, uh, between the different computers. Okay, so what will happen? Initially, the chance will be given to one communication. I mean between the computer sender and receiver. Okay, after the sender transmit one packet. Okay, after the sender transmit one packet, the chance will be given to other sender to transmit another one packet. Okay, like that, after the second sender transmit one packet, the chance will be given to the third sender. Okay, so once the last sender transmit the packet, again the chance will be given to the first sender. So it will work like a round robin scheduling. It will work like a round robin. It will start from the first sender, and the chance will be given to send the packet by the first sender. It will go to the second, third, again it will coming back to the first sender itself. Okay, so after each packet is sent, the other sender will get a chance to send a packet. Okay, usually your no sender has to wait for the long, okay, to send a packet, because the size of the packet is very small. The time required to send a packet is in terms of seconds, not in the second, in the terms of fraction of second, like microsecond, nanoseconds. Okay, so it is not observable, that microsecond or millisecond is not observable. That is, each send doesn't need to wait for the longer time or very long, okay, to transmit the packet. Okay. Packets and time division multiplexing. Okay, here how the communication channel is shared, or how the data from multiple sources will be transmitted in a single communication channel. Here, to transmit the packet or for packet switching, it will use the concept called time division multiplexing. Okay, time division multiplexing. Here, there's a communication channel. Okay, that communication channel is divided into n number of slots. Okay, it's divided into n number of slots. Okay, the each slot is big enough to hold the packets. Okay, each slot is big enough to hold one packet. Okay, so slots will be divided among n number of senders. Slots will be divided among n number of senders. Okay, so in each slot the sender is able to transmit only one packet. In each slot the sender is able to transmit only one packet. Okay, like that, each and every sender will transmit the packet in his only allotted slot. Okay. Once the packet is transmitted in the allocated slot, the next slot will be given to the second sender, third slot will be given to third sender, like that. It will keep on rotating. Okay. So the data will be collected from the all the sender. It is multiplexed. Multiplex means combined. Okay, there will be a logical separation between that data from the different senders. It will be combined. Okay, and it will be transmitted in a single communication channel or shared communication channel. This operation is called multiplexing, collecting the data from different sender and transmitting in a single communication channel. Single shared communication channel is called multiplexing. Okay, so multiplexer is a device which perform multiplexing operation. Okay. This multiplexing is present at the sender side. It is present at the sender side. At the receiver side, there is a device called demultiplexer. Okay, it will receive all the packets from the different sender. It will separate the packets. Okay, and the packets separated, which is delivered to the different destination systems. Okay, different destination system. That is called demultiplexing. Demultiplexing is done by the hardware called demultiplexer, and this demultiplexer present at destination systems. Okay, So packet switching will make use of time division multiplexing, where the communication channel is divided into a number of slots. Okay. Each slot is big enough to hold a single packet, and each slot will be given to the different sender, where in a single slot each sender is able to transmit only one packet. Okay, I mean each slot is capable of holding only one packet, and sender is allowed to transmit only one packet in the allotted slots. Okay, so sender will get a chance after every n seconds. If sender has no data, okay, if sender has no data, that slot will be given to the other senders. Okay, the slot will be given to the other sender who is ready to transmit the packet. Here there is no wastage of slots also. Okay, so all the data collected from the sender side, and it will be transmitted as a single logical unit, that is called multiplexing. Multiplexer is a device which performs this multiplexing operation at the sender side. At the receiver side, there is a device called demultiplexer. It will take that single logical unit of data and divide into multiple packets based on the senders, and it will be delivered to the different destination. This is called demultiplexing operation. It is done by the device called demultiplexer at the sender side. You can see it from the diagram. This is how time division multiplexing is working. Okay, we have some n number of computers connected to a multiplexer, exactly 3 computers. Okay, initially the computer 1 is allowed to transmit the data. Okay, as I told, this communication channel is divided into some n number of slots. Slot 1 will be given to computer 1, slot 2 will be given to computer 2, like that. Slot 1 will be given to computer n. Okay, so in each slot the computers will be able to transmit one packet. So after computer 1 transmit, immediately the chance will be given to the second computer. Okay, same communication channel, but multiple computers are transmitting the data. Okay. The next one is packets and hardware frames. Okay, so first we'll define what is packets and what is frame. Packet is a general term that refers to the small block of a data. As I told, the user message is divided into n number of blocks. Each block is called packets. Okay, but it's not in certain format where the LAN hardware can able to transmit. Okay. So packet is a general term that refers to a small block of data where this packet may not be in specific format where the local area network expect. Okay, so when this packet is formatted, okay, when the packet is converted into specific format based on the LAN technology or hardware technology, that is called frame. Okay, frame is also called as hardware frames. It is a packet of a specific format. Okay, it is a packet of specific format and a specific hardware technology. We have different hardware technology or LAN technology. Each LAN technology expect different format of data. Okay, so but packet is a general term that refers the block of data. When it is converted into specific format for the specific hardware technology, it is called frame or hardware frame. Okay, so we can also call as frame is a layer 2 data. Okay, frame is a layer 2 data. Generally network layer will use it name called packets. Okay, so frame is a network layer 2 data which contains the hardware address also, like MAC address. Packets and hardware frames. Okay, so as I told, when the packet is converted into specific format, those packet is called what? Frame. Okay, so in a LAN hardware or in a local area network, that frame will be transmitted. That for that frame there should be a specific format. In this slide we'll see the format of that frame. Okay, you can see it from the diagram. There is a frame, okay, beginning with SOH and ending with EOT. Okay, SOH stands for start of header, okay, followed by the payload. Payload means actual data which carries the information. EOT means end of transmission. Okay, this SOH and EOT is used for synchronization between the sender and receiver. Okay, upon receiving the SOH at the receiver side, a receiver thinks that it's a beginning of transmission or beginning of the frame. Okay, upon receiving EOT, the receiver thinks that it's an end of frame or end of transmission. Okay. Missing of SOH or missing of EOT indicates the error in the communication channel. It indicates error in the communication channel. Okay. So generally this SOH is present in header part and EOT is present in trailer part along with other information also. We'll see what all the other information in the later classes. Okay. So frame format will have three important parts: header, trailer, and a payload. Payload means data. Okay. So there should be a standard format for the data to indicate the beginning and end of the frame. Beginning will be indicated by SOH and end will be indicated by EOT. Okay. So how this framing can be used? Okay. And what are all the advantage of this framing? Framing will add some additional override. Okay. Additional override, but it has an advantage. So let's see what is the additional override that frame will introduce. It includes two control data called SOH and EOT. Okay. It may not carry any information, but it carries some control information, just like an instruction to the receiver. Okay. Even though it does not carry any information, any useful information, it will carry the control information. Okay, which is an override. I mean, additional bits are required for to include this SOH and EOT. Okay, but there's an advantage in including this SOH and EOT. Okay, so advantages are it will accommodate transmission errors or accommodate transmission problem. It will help us to identify the transmission error occurred during the transmission of that frames. Okay. So there are many indication missing of this control information. Okay. If the receiver misses this EOT, okay, if the receiver misses this EOT, the receiver thinks that the sender is not completely transmitted the frame, or the frame is crashed in the communication channel. The receiver may think that there is a problem in the communication channel or there is a problem in the sender itself. Okay. If SOSH missing indicates receiving computer missed the beginning of the message. It indicates receiver computer indicates the beginning of the message, or it can assume that there is an initial communication problem. Later it was proper or it was corrected. Okay. So using this SOH and EOT, the receiver is able to identify the transmission errors. Okay. If the SOH is missing, the receiver thinks that there is a loss of, there is a loss of SOH in the communication channel. Okay. Our receiver missed that SOH. Okay. If EOT is missing, receiver thinks that the computer is crashed, the center computer is crashed before the completion of data transmission, frame transmission, or there's an error occurred in the communication channel, so EOT is lost. Okay, so this is the use of SOH and EOT. Whenever the error is identified in the frame, the receiver will reject the frame and it will ask for the retransmission. Okay, this is packets and hardware frames. So in today's class, we studied about the concept of packet. Okay, where packet is a small block of a message, where the message is divided into n number of blocks. Each block is called message. Packet carries some additional information, so it can be used for error corrections or error control. Okay. Computer network. Communication channels are shared among n number of computers. So communication channel should be fairly allocated to each and every sender. For that communication, it will make use of the multiplexing technical, time division multiplexing. In that time division multiplexing, the communication channel is divided into n number of slots. The slots will be given to the different sender. In each slot, the sender is allowed to transmit only one packet. Okay. But in a LAN hardware, okay, simply we can't transmit the data. Data has to be in specific format. Packet is a general term, but packet has to be converted into specific format based on the specific hardware technology. That converted packet, which is in specific format, is called frames. Okay. So frame is a layer to data. It's in specific format. Okay, it will be transmitted from sender to receiver along with some header and trailer. Okay, header contain SOH which indicates the start of the header, and trailer contain EOT which indicate end of transmission. Both SOH and EOT it is used for error identification or transmission error identification. So to prepare this PPT, I use the textbook Computer Networks and Internet by Douglas E. Corner. Thank you.